I have been waiting for this one. This is the Dabi drill rap from DPS. It's called Crown of Flames with Mcgwire. Let's jump right into it. Okay, well, off the bat, the intro. This is new?
Yeah, we've been trying to incorporate it into the actual video, so it works.
Dear Dad, where the fuck you go when I needed you? How you gonna kill me? You gotta see your son to see it through. Motherfucker left for milk and took the scenic route. Was just another John, so it's on sight when you see the proof. Apple fell not far from the tree and heaven fell for a piece of fruit. That means when I'm hell on earth, well that piece is a piece of you. They tell me you different.
Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Why? Wait, you're barring out. Okay, the first thing I need to ask you about DPS is the intro. I saw a tease of that. I thought like there's some video games happening where you're a character in it. Like that's how it looks like, right? How did that happen?
There's some other stuff that we're going to be using that for, but the overall theme, there's some things that are happening in 2025. But the overall theme was, I kind of want to tie it around obviously what we do, right? Video games, keep it kind of nerdcore-ish, make it look, give it that kind of aesthetic. So that's where that kind of came from. But there are some other things that I'm going to be using that for. But the idea is to start dropping little tidbits up until that point, so you're already familiar with the aesthetic of it.
Okay, so you're building like the whole universe for us piece by piece. I like that.
Absolutely. So this is just a first little bit.
Second thing, the whole apple didn't fall far from the tree, the reference to, I guess, Adam and Eve and how, you started up there and now we're down here and how you... Bro, that's insane. I need to listen to that one more time.
When I needed you, how you gonna kill me? You gotta see your son to see it through. Motherfucker left for milk and took the scenic route.
That's
just
crazy.
Another John, so it's on sight when you see the proof. Apple fell not far from the tree and heaven fell for a piece of fruit. That means when I'm hell on earth, well that piece is a piece of you. They tell me you different and it's that beef I won't feed it to them. You wanted the spotlight, I'ma show them how God's die on the evening news. How didn't I see? You ain't to say it before you believe. Now I gotta pop when you pop. You're not the only one walking with peace. Always in the out.
Oh my god. No, I can't. No, you can't do that. You can't go with the up. No.
The whole thing that like happened with this person, the very beginning of this track, was like I really wanted to focus on like a more, like obviously I try to segment things into two different ways. So like the first verse being a little bit more, bar heavy, like more poetic, that kind of thing. And then obviously if I do that in the first verse, I think we talked about this a little bit, I try to give it a little bit something different in the second one, right? So for this one, like the first line took me forever to write, that Dear Dad, where the fuck you go when I needed you, you can feel free to bleep me out. But for some reason, it's such a simple line. But then from there, it just kind of springboarded. And I was thinking of all the different ways that I could flip it. And, again, I think I just really I wanted this to feel like poetic. So the apple falling far from the tree, but heaven fell for a piece of fruit. Like, that means when I'm hell on earth, it's just something I wanted to dig into a little bit with this one. So I feel like Dabi's story is like incredibly poetic in that way. So I wanted to kind of like show that through lyrically what I was saying.
Yeah, and that's like one of the things that I like about Nerdcore, the fact that you guys really like interpret it on your own and then dish that out. You don't just like say what it is, you like frame it in like this beautiful picture and then you rap about it that way, right? Now I don't know if this is personal. I can cut this out if you if you want me to, but does that also relate to you?
There's aspects of this song that are things that I felt, like if I'm, without getting too deep into, the song and how it came to be and why I have so much conviction on this particular song, which you'll like go on to hear. But there's definitely aspects of this song that like have bled in from my real life. I always try to, I think the characters that I choose, like people always joke around, say the villains are always my thing. And, yeah, I mean, it really is, but there's a reason for that. It's like, a lot of times I feel like, obviously they do terrible things, but a lot of it really stems from them being misunderstood. and Dabi's like one of the biggest ones of that. It's like basically the reason I pick villains is like I had two different ways I could have went in life, and I chose the way that got me out of it, but the other path that I could have taken, would have led me down something that, I mean, I wouldn't be burdening people down, but would have led me down a path that, like, it wouldn't be the person that you know now, right? It'd be a much different version of myself. So I kind of think of the villain arc
As
that I like
that
to take in my
other
music
side.
is, being able to express that side that still, like lives inside of me, but like I didn't decide that route. So yeah, that's where that comes from.
Let's play this flow here because this flow is nasty.
Earth or that piece is a piece of you. They tell me you different, and it's that beef I won't feed it to. You wanted the spotlight, I'ma show them how God's die on the evening news. How didn't they see? You ain't the say you before you believe. Now I gotta pop when you pop. You're not the only one walking with peace. Always in the out. You forgot, now you at the top, but you wanna stay clean? Ain't no forgiving, forgotten. After I gotta forget them, then I'ma spit on they partners, then I'ma spit on them pockets. Fuck $1, bitch, I'm still in your profit. Fed garbage, it's me in the cockpit. Leave a village, bitch, we move like a mosh pit. Do it like, hey, tap dance in your grave, bitch. Or maybe you should make it easy on yourself and rage.
Yo, that Malevolent.
Yeah.
That's a
Little
callback,
callback.
right? Okay,
Yeah.
that's cool. That's cool.
The cool thing is I got who that is too. That's Wolf Boy. That's Max Williams. That's and Mcgwire. They all layer their vocals in with mine. So I asked them all if they could, and we just do that together real quick. Little crowd chant.
No, that's cool. Okay, so a lot of people that watch my Nerdcore reactions, they don't really watch my other reactions, like my Ren ones, for example. And one of the things that I noticed with Ren, and by the way, guys, he has like a very loyal fan base that like knows all his songs. Like if you talk to a Ren fan, they know all the songs, the lyrics, everything. And one of the reasons for that is because throughout his different songs, he'll link them together, right? So in a way, like the same way that you're talking about teasing that intro and then building all the pieces of the puzzle slowly, he does that with his music and his callbacks. I feel like what you did here is part of that too, right? Like building that connection between all your songs like gives people like a better picture of like the whole DPS world, I guess, right? Like not just the one song.
And it's funny that you bring that up too, because a lot of the comments, like pretty much like I would say at least like 20% of them, right? Like a large chunk of them. One of the things that they talk about is that specific callback, the Sakuna callback.
Oh, okay.
So it shows it was important for me to hear because it shows that that's like important for like, because I just thought it was a cool thing to kind of throw in there, like a little Easter egg, you know what I mean? Like for the people that know, besides just sounding cool, but it really resonated with the people that were listening to it. So that's dope that you brought that up as well.
I'm still in your profit. Fed garbage, it's me in the cockpit. Leave a village, bitch, we move like a mosh pit. Do it like, hey, tap dance in your grave, bitch. Or maybe you should make it easy on yourself and rage quit. Get a facelift like. Time will pass you by, just leave it be. Wasted on the fight you need to leave. Watching as the fire bleed from me.
Ooh.
Let me die to keep the peace.
Oh my god.
Oh God, in the embers of your name. Too late for you to take the blame. Oh, tonight if you'll bear my crown of flames. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Okay. That felt that dude. Mcgwire went everywhere. He went everywhere. He explored every corner. Like there's no untouched corner. Like
know the nice thing is like they talked about this. So like one of the biggest things that I got was, when I said that I was doing this with Mcgwire, people were like, oh, you have to have some kind of callback, right? And I feel like Mcgwire called back to Fallen in a way, it was very indirect. It was the same, like the falsettos into the darker, into the more powerful, you know what I mean? It's like that was the way that he called back without directly referencing something that he said in Fallen.
Okay, I
and
see. Yeah.
Yeah, it was dope because I got to record that in LA. He like flew out because I was out in LA for some stuff in 2025. He flew out and I recorded him on the spot in the studio that we rented. And that was, I mean, you got to say he's the champ. Some people like to be in their element and do what they do, but he just grabbed the mic. You know, we hopped on the computer and he sat there and recorded it in the one day that we were there. So
That's crazy.
You know, Mcgwire's a legend, bro. He's a legend.
That's a nice little tidbit of information, actually. You know what? Even at NPC, Mcgwire was one of those people, like, he would perform and, like, he would hit stuff that you think you'd need, like, 7 to, like, 50 or whatever, how many tries to hit, and he would just hit it NPC first try. So I'm not surprised that, like, he got in there and he just cooked really quick and then dropped the mic and left.
We were there. He got there at, like, we were there at like 5 p.m., but we didn't start recording probably till like 8 p.m. And then like we left at midnight, and then his chorus was done. So yeah, he did his thing.
Yeah. And that felt a bit longer too, right? So you gave him a little bit more time.
A full minute.
Yeah.
Full minute to cook.
I think that's important too, because like Dabi has a very emotional side, right? It's actually the most important part of his character. So to give a chorus like this, it's time to shine in a Dabi track, to me makes sense. But yeah, let's see what you got on the second verse right here.
Wait for it. Chance for the rematch. I pay for it. Wanna see the real colors. I came for it. They plotted your end. I pray for it. Who hotter than me? I wait for it. Lady at school by the dropout. You left so many scars and I lost count. You lost everyone so you can
Wait. What'd you say? Wait.
Chance for the rematch. I pay for it. Wanna see the real colors. I came for it. They plotted your end. I pray for it. Who hotter than me? I wait for it. Lady at school by the dropout. You left.
How you get scooped by the dropout?
So many scars and I lost count. You lost everyone so you could be the big dog. Now the little pup gotta put a dog down.
Oh my god.
Around town with a false crown. One thing you taught me, that ruthless shit. What you think my own dad won't walk down? That cross you bear was my crucifix. Let me talk to you. It ain't bother you. No. Hurting all of us. It's us. When we all part of you. Goddamn. And I got the proof. Now you wanna call the truth? Maybe if you called your son, we wouldn't be here, but hey, now I got a lot to prove. Feel like I'm crazy, going insane. This what you made me, over this rage, over this pain. Make you here talk about change, bitch, make it make sense, I'll make you. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the way they forgave.
I don't even need to explain that. If someone doesn't understand what that is, what's wrong with you? That's sick. That's actually sick.
I was, you know, what's funny is I was writing that and I was feeling that energy. Like it was like, because like Kendrick, I mean, like when he wrote that song, it's like when I heard the lyrics and I was like, man, he just hates this dude. He hates everything about this dude. He hates how he looks. He hates how he hates him as like a person, as a being. And like, that's the only thing that I could think of when I was trying to describe like how much I hate Endeavor. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's like the only thing that I could think of that like matched that same energy. It's just like, I just hate you. I hate everything that you do. I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you on the T. You know what I mean? Like, so
no,
it was like
matches
the perfect
perfectly. Yeah, that's actually really cool. So you have like a callback to your own music and then a callback to Kendrick in the same song. That's cool.
And then that I can't lie, my favorite line probably in this song is actually right where you're at. If you go back just a little bit. It's like, so hit play.
Gotta put a dog down. Now you walk around town with a false crown. One thing you taught me, that ruthless shit. What you think my own dad won't walk down? That cross you bear was my crucifix. That
cross you bear. So that one right there, that cross you bear. It's funny. I wrote that and grinned a little bit. I can't lie. That cross you bear is my crucifix. It was so like sometimes every now and again I write something and be like, man, that was exactly what I wanted, the feeling that I wanted to say. And that cross you bear, the cross you bear of you know, of the weight of your sins.
Yeah.
You know, of the pain that you caused is how you crucified me. It was my crucifix. So I was the one who had to receive all the pain, all the hate, all the angst, all the years of torment
Yeah.
Because of your cross to bear. So your cross to bear was my suffering. It was my torture. So that was like a big line for me in that song.
And I like how this also relates to the whole apple didn't fall far down from the tree on the first verse too. So everything is connected as well. And there's just like this thematic like connection throughout. So you're like drawing that I guess connection between Dabi and like, you know, religion and stuff, but in a very like targeted way. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like how could you come to me? And again, this is obviously somebody not in their right mind, right? But this is how people are in real life. You know, this is like where the understanding goes out the window is how could you come to me with everything that you've done and ask me to change now? Like how can you in your right mind come to me after all the pain that you've caused and say that I'm in the wrong for who I am when you made me this way?
Yeah, you can't just say I take it all back and everything's good. Like it.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like
and
years of pain.
Some people, you know, are mature enough to do that. That's something I've had to learn growing up. But some people go, listen, no, like I don't, fuck you. Like, you know what I mean? Like you caused this pain for me. You did this to me and I'm going to see this through, you know, like there's nothing you can say to me now that's going to change what you did. So that's why I always found Dabi so interesting is it's just like he, you know, whether it's right or wrong, he stood on 10 toes and said, no, you're going to pay for what you did to me.
Yeah.
One thing you taught me, that ruthless shit. What you think my own dad won't walk down? That cross you bear was my crucifix. Let me talk to you. It ain't bother you. No. Hurting all of us. It's us. When we all part of you. Goddamn. And I got the proof. Now you want to call the truth? Maybe if you called your son, we wouldn't be here. But hey, now I got a lot to prove. Feel like I'm crazy, going insane. This what you made me. Over this rage, over this pain. Now you here to talk about change, bitch. Make it make sense. I'll make you. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, and I hate the way they forgave. I know you're about to get to the world, but I'm gonna be the one to break you. So dear dad, I hate you. Time passes by, but you still.
Okay, we got DPS. Okay.
But you don't know me.
I need to do that transition one more time. That's clean. That's clean. That's fine. Damn. Follow DPS on Spotify. I mean, I don't need to say it after you hear that. Do I need to even say that?
Yeah, and I got to give credit where credit is due real quick. Cam Steady was in the studio with us. There was a bunch of people that came down to LA. It was super dope. To just hang out and do in the studio and bringing that whole chorus back another time to do the Bear My Crown of Flames one more time. That was Cam. Cam was like, you can't end it there. You got to like run it back one more time after the final chorus drops.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree with that.
Bitch. Oh, I gotta have this in there for you real quick. I appreciate you because not only do you listen to the music, you know, you try to understand it. I noticed obviously you're doing reactions for, you know, the rock music and all that stuff, and you started out and that really wasn't necessarily your bag, but you took the time to understand it and grow, and like now you do that, you do a whole bunch of other stuff too. So shout out to you for taking the time to, you know, to really like fuck with the music, you know. Shout out to you.
That means a lot coming from my goat right here. So